Hello everyone, in this video we'll be discussing about how can we build a application layout with Laravel blades. Now here I already created a blade file called home.blade.php. Let me open it. In here you can see here is some HTML codes, basic HTML codes. I linked Bootstrap. Here is also Bootstrap.js. Then I have a navbar, a main section, a footer. Simple Bootstrap boilerplate. Now we will create a route for it. Let's go to our web.php. I will remove some codes. These codes are from our previous video. So let's remove it. We will not remove these two routes. We will work with them later. For now, let's create a home route. Get/home. Now let's return our home.blade.php view home. Now let's go to our project and let's say home, and as you can see, this is a basic Bootstrap boilerplate. We have this navbar, a main section and a footer. Simple, right? Now we will learn how can we create a layout of it. Like we will put header and footer in separate file, and when we will create a new page, we will extend this header and footer and put our dynamic section in it. I know it sounds a little bit tricky, but let me show you how can we do that. Now let's go to our code editor. From here I will go to views. In views I will create a folder. Let's name it layouts. In layouts I will create a file. Let's say master.blade.php. Basically this file will be our layout file. In here we will put our static sections like header, footer and CSS links, JavaScript links, etc. If I go to my template, if you noticed, header and footer will always there. If I create multiple page, it doesn't matter, any page I go, the header and footer will always there. So if we master this template, if we make a layout of it, we can use header and footer more efficiently. We don't have to code it multiple times. Let's see how can we do that. In master.blade.php, we will go to home.blade.php and copy all our code, cut, and then we'll go master.blade.php and paste it here. Now if I go to the front end again, basically this section will be dynamic. When we will go to a new page, this section will change. So we will create a component out of it. So let's go to our code. In master, we'll cut this code. This is the main section we just saw. This section, we'll just cut this section and put it back to our home blade. Now we will take a blade directive called yield and put a name. You can write any kind of name. I will give it content. Now all our main sections inside body will be generated here. And not to mention, in blade file, if you see any kind of tag that start with @, that's mean it's a blade directive. So yield is a blade directive. By help of yield, you can generate any kind of child component in your blade template anywhere. Right now I want to generate this home.blade.php in this position. So I'm creating a yield here and giving a name content. right? Let's go to home blade again. If I go to front end and refresh, you can see header and footer is disappeared. We have only the main content. So let's go again in our home blade. In here, first of all, we will extend this layout that we just created. For extend, we can use a directive aggregate extends. Now we have to give our layout path. The layout path will be layouts.master, right? Because we are inside a folder, layout folder, so we are saying layouts.master. Now if I go to the front end again and refresh, you can see our header and footer is visible right now, but this section that we want inside the header and footer is still now outside. So basically we will render this code, our main section, inside this yield. For that, we have to use another method called section, and in section we will add the name that we provided in yield. I provided content, so I'll copy it and paste in section. Let's end this section. For end this section, we have to add end section. Okay. Now what will happen? Let's go to the web route. When anyone hit our home route will return this home view. Okay. In home view, we will first extend our master layout, which is here, and put this section, the main section, in our yield content, which is in master yield. So this code will automatically generate in here. Let's check it out. I will go to my front end again and refresh, and you can see now our main section is inside our main layout. Now let's go to our web again. Now let's do the same stuff for our about page. So in about route, I'll give this route a name. We know how can we name a route. So in name, I will say about. Okay. Now let's go to our about page blade. Let's remove all codes. Now let's go to our front end. In here we will go to about. You can see the page is empty. Now in here, in my about blade, I will extend our layout that we just made, master.blade.php. Again, aggregate extends the path of the file that will be layouts.master. Okay. Then now we will add section directive section, and the section name will be the yield name that we provided, content, because again we want to render our about content in this specific area, right? Let's go to about and let's copy our yield name, paste it here. Then we will end the section by end section. In here we will paste our HTML code. Let's go to our home. In home blade, I will just copy this main section of HTML and paste it on here. Now let's just change the heading with about. Now if we go to our front end and refresh, we are currently viewing about. You can see we are in about page, and we are using the default layout that we just created. Now if we want to make any other pages, we can just extend our master blade and put our section codes in this content section. That's all. By doing it, we are ensuring the code reusability, because now we don't have to write this header and HTML codes when we will create any kind of new page. So that's all for this video. I hope you understand.